Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Happy Saturday, folks. No, this isn't good. Hold on. Look at me. I look up at the monitor. I obviously need to lower it. Hello, Cedric. Happy Saturday. Okay. I'm going to leave the frame empty for a moment and do my best to support the... I'll talk about all my logistical challenges in a moment. Okay, here we go. Pray for me. Lowering. Okay. Nothing collapsed. It's coming together. Okay. So my thought here was that ideally, especially as a 41-year-old man, I should be sitting properly with my back supported. But knowing who I am, I'm going to do a lot of forward posture. So it's like, can I get a camera angle? Can I get a camera position? My forward posture is more to this side of the frame. There we go. Sure, this'll do. All right, party people, here we are playing EarthBound on Saturday. Wasn't sure this was going to happen, but it's happening. I can't say with great confidence that we're going long today, but we'll have some fun. I'm starting late partially. BJ! Partially I'm starting late because what did I do? You know what? Hold on. What if the same idea... There, that's not really different. I should just stop messing with it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so the challenge here, I've done nothing to improve my sitting in the armchair setup since I debuted it last time. Soon, because this was a big week, but now I've got final grade submission for the winter term behind me, and I submitted final grades on a Tuesday when I had a drag show on a Friday, where I had 2 numbers coming up in the world. So it's been hectic, but now it should be a little bit more relaxed. So I'm going to think about this room and see if we can upgrade the experience. Hopefully for the audience and for me, but if it just gets better for me, I'll take it. And if it just gets better for the audience, I'll take it. Yeah. One of the challenges here is just what I've done for now is I'm sitting where the chair normally is, which is away from my desk, but my desk is L-shaped. So I pulled my big monitor to the front end of the L part, of the fat part of the L. I guess it's J-shaped. Now that I think about it, hooks, like this. But that part doesn't have, like, the 2 support parts of this IKEA automatic lifting sit-stand desk are at the back, the crossbar of the L or the J. And so pulling all the heavy thing, like clamping the camera and the mic on and then having to adjust them sometimes while also having the monitor there. When I adjust it, I did it without putting my hand to support the weak part. Nick got kind of trembly. I got a little scared. So I got to figure something out here. All right. But here we are. I am looking as messy as I'll ever present myself to the world again. Because I had a drag show last night. So I forgot because, pardon me. Yesterday was I wash my hair every 2 days, and yesterday was a hair wash day, so I didn't wash my hair today in the shower. And then I got out of the shower and I was like, all right, I can't wear wig caps because of my gigantic head. I get like a splitting headache. So for the wig illusion, I gotta spray, hairspray my hair down like a Lego man head hair. And so my hair looks like shit. And I also have vestiges. No, it's not. It's mostly washed out. I think you can kind of see the overdrawn lips do not just go away right away. Anyway, here we are. Feeling great even if we're not looking great. So Greg and I looking forward to diving into Rushing Beat X, not the 10th game in the Rushing Beat series. It's X, just like Mega Man X. I remember people arguing it's Mega Man 10 in the schoolyard back in the 90s. No. That character's name is X. Anyway, looks cool. Are these any of the, I think I remember the blonde, not the front lighter blonde girl, but the golden blonde girl looks kind of familiar, like a character from one of the Rushing Beat games for the Super Nintendo. And I'm pretty sure the big guy in the back is. And I bet basically what I'm saying is I'm not sure I remember the front girl. I did share I actually specifically lips. I got to give makeup advice to some ladies yesterday. Our show went great. We made a lot of new fans, including the management at the place, who were like, at first were just like, so if you want to do a show here every 3 months, like you can do this 8 to 10 that you did tonight, but if you wanted to do 9 to 12 or 8 to 9 and then take an hour break and we'll serve dinner and then like whatever you want, and like if you're interested in hosting drag bingo, we'd love to do that. They're like very excited about it's new management, and they're very excited about doing things, and they were very happy with us selling out and then putting on a great show. And a lot of the people who came were like, oh my god, I'm coming to every Host of Tower show forever. And so I was talking to a bunch of ladies afterwards, and we'll start playing a game in a sec. But first, I'm just going to say that the makeup advice thing I got to give was specifically, this one was like, how do you get those lips? Because like those aren't your lips. Like, how do you do that? And it's actually very simple. It's exactly what you might expect. You take the lip liner, and instead of lining your lips, you just draw big cartoon lips on your face. Then you take the lipstick and you put it on your lips, but then you also put it on your skin to fill it in. And then, there are other tricks of the trade. Jocelyn, my drag mother, likes to, after putting lipstick on, put eyeshadow over it because it really paints it in. Anyway, so that was cool. I have now in my adult life, despite having never put a stitch of makeup on my face except for playing dress up as a kid and one New Year's party where my undergrad girlfriend made me up like Robert Smith for a New Year's party. Besides that, I'd never worn makeup before I was just about 40. But I've got to give 2 separate bits of makeup advice to ladies in the past year, so it was cool. And then the other thing that I just want to bring up, not to brag or anything, but I did demand that these ladies, the 4 of them, who were all excited about us and telling me how great I was and all that stuff, I was like, how old do you think I am? I didn't bring that up out of nowhere, but I can't remember what brought my age up. But I was like, so how old do you all think I am? Anyone want to guess what the oldest guess from these 4 ladies was? And the 4 ladies, for context, we had 2 like 20-somethings, and then the probably early 50s, but dresses cool and young mother of one of those 20-somethings, and then a 39-year-old woman in between. Danielle knows more about makeup than me, but if there is any makeup advice I can offer, I am learning. I'm an eager student. Yes! That's exactly right, PJ. You win no prize, but like, congratulations. Excellent guess of what a stranger guessed. Because, and that, by the way, I will add, was the final guess entered and was clearly partially metagamed in the, this drag queen is not asking us to guess her age unless she's going to reveal that she's older than we think she is. So she was like working up when she was 32. Yeah. Now I'm 41, ladies. Then they want to know my secret, and I'll share my secret with all of you. I've never gone out in the sun. Never once. It's never happened yet. If only they did a 2-digit lottery. Where you figured that the upper bound of the two possible digits was 40. All right, switching back to plain flavor. So let's switch back to plain flavor here. Huh. I don't think I'm satisfied with what I did here. When the game overlaps two plain windows vertically. Listen, I don't need anybody's sub, although it's cool if people sub. And I get the money whether it's a Prime sub or a paid sub. So we're all good here. I treasure everybody's company more than anything else. Not that the money's not nice. This is kind of exactly the same I was having a conversation with Jocelyn, my drag mother, because she was like, we were talking about the next show, and I said something about my number, and Danielle was like, hold on, babe, have you... Danielle is always trying to make sure I don't make social faux pas. So she jumped in to be like, wait, have you actually confirmed with him that you're on the next show? And I was like, I've been operating on the assumption I'm on all the shows forever unless you tell me otherwise. And what Jocelyn or Josh said was, so, like, love to have you on the show, but I'm going to have to put you in, like, a tip spot again, not a paid spot. Because just there's background context. They need to hire some outside performers for the show, so he doesn't have enough money. And what I said to him was basically the same thing I'm saying, which is like, I love getting paid for the drag because it is validating, and the money. Like, also I like the money. The money's nice. It's nice to get a little bit of money, but the pay meant more to me in drag. For drag, just to be like, okay, great. I'm not just like I'm part of the show. I'm not just here because I'm the little buddy of the leader. But I told him, like, I'll do tip spots for, like, I don't care. Like, and that's how I feel about this. Plenty of regulars here, never subbed, and I don't care. I love them anyway. A little bit less than the people who sub. But it's all still. Ah, yes, the foreshadowing mouse thinks that the lights are going to get turned off in the department store based on his sixth sense. Yeah, and I mean, there's something to be said for that. But, like, I mean, here's the thing. I think that I feel weird forecasting these things. I feel like I am going to really come into my own as a drag performer in the coming months, now that I've got the winter term behind me and time to practice and I've launched myself and all that. And I also feel like, together with my drag mother and drag sisters, I feel like the act has so, like, because they're the four best, like, I'm good. I'm fucking, like, I must be good, because why would these four in particular have me around? Because they're like the four best. They're so good. And they're all so great. And so I think things are going to get better. So I think that, like, there aren't going to be that many. I think that in the future, it's just going to be way easier to just pay everybody. Because I just feel like we're going to be on an upward trajectory together. Not because of me purely, but just in general. I'm optimistic. And this, like, ever since I got affiliate, like, I've never had only one subscriber since I became affiliate. Subscriber numbers are not high. And a big part of that is that I never promote subscribing because I don't offer anything really. Everything's so expensive. Should I return to my hometown? British! Happy Saturday! Hello there! How would you like to buy some seasonings that go great on your food at mealtime? These are not just your average seasonings. Whenever you try to eat something, the seasoning will automatically sprinkle on your food. It's really almost magical. What would you like? That's true in metagame terms, in gameplay mechanic terms, the seasonings are automatic. But the text of the automatic seasoning is like, Ness took the sprig of parsley and put it on the thing. I've never got like the inventory situation, which I think I think it's the right choice, but it does augur against using. Sorry, what am I saying? Using the seasonings mechanic, because that's 2 items you got to give up slots for. Yeah, so in a sense, I've never done this for free ever since I could possibly make money off it. Not that I do it for much money, but that's fine. I would play video games anyway. I do play video games that aren't broadcast here on Twitch. Shh! Don't talk too loud. What do you want? Oh, we'll see your wares. Good, what you need. I got what you need. I had a feeling we'd be selling something or multiple things that would be good for Jeff. But let's get him the hyper beam. Hyper beam? Who's gonna lug this around? The nerd here. Well, that's showing consent. You shouldn't strain yourself too much. Would be anything else? That's everything? Keep on watch for the bad guys. Given that this guy's an illegal arms merchant operating out of a storage place in the mall, he's an understanding guy. Let's release this beetle into the mall. Anything else? Nah, not right now. That be all? Good luck, buddy. Thanks, pal. But then the added, the thing that streaming brings extra things to the deal. Like, for example, I mean, it's the origin story. I haven't told it in a while. I got diagnosed with ADHD, which I'd obviously had. Nobody doubted that I had it. I just never done anything about it because I thought, like, I'm high functioning, I make money, I have degrees. And so during the pandemic, when it got real bad, I was just working 9 a.m. till like my fingers hurt too much and I couldn't look at a screen anymore at like 9:30 at night. And I was like, I can't live like this. I gotta get more productive or something. And so I got diagnosed with ADHD, and it turns out, oh wow, I could have had a much better life much sooner. Anyway, so then I started streaming shortly after that, and one of my things was there's so many games that I was intrigued by wanting to play. I never got the chance to play. And for a lot of them, even when I checked them out, I just didn't have the patience. Hello, may I take your order? What can I get for you? She's very smiley. We don't need any food. Why am I in the food court? Buying food. And, yeah, so like, this has turned out to be a great way to force myself to slow down, enjoy games, enjoy all the little incidental dialogue and RPGs with good writing, like we're doing here. Explore the nooks and crannies. Don't immediately get frustrated by adventure game puzzles and look up the solution. All these kinds of things. So the streaming works great for that. That's an added bonus. Can't put a price on that. And then also, I fucking love talking. And I love talking about video games. And so it's good for my relationship with Danielle. If I don't need her to listen to me talk about video games all the time. If we could just talk about video games sometimes. So those things are all good. It recreates the great feeling of being a junior high, hanging out with your buddies in the summer. One person playing video games while everyone just does whatever. I read all the dialogue in my voices. I get to do my stupid voice acting. Someone said my voice acting was great in a comment on the first episode of my Space Quest 4 playthrough on YouTube. Mumble, 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 man, I'm so busy. Don't bother me, kid. What was that voice? I guess I decided this was a woman who moved here from England, but a while back, and she's mostly lost her accent. Hello there. How may I help you? Well, what do you sell? Just stuff. No, I don't need anything. Well, please come again. Hi. Can I help you? Yes. So, what are you gonna buy? There. Okay, good. This is great. Can't buy it. Gotta go back to the ATM. So let me take a look here. I want 2 gold bracelets if I can afford them. And a chef's frying pan. We know the protractor never does anything. I think the toothbrush is a similar gag item. I don't think there's a gingivitis. The toothbrush wouldn't fix gingivitis. You would need like mouthwash and floss and stuff. I don't think there's a plaque buildup. Probably need floss for that. I don't think the toothbrush has a mechanical function. But okay. So let's call that 1200 because it's easier. It's the angering and adjustment bias at play. 2800 times 2 is 5600, 1200, 6800. That's a lot of money, but I think he's just here to say hi. What a loser. Man, I'm an 8-year-old boy. Actually, I feel like, does Ness have a canon age? We don't have to wonder about things in the 21st century. Let's find out. How old is Ness? EarthBound. Okay. Looks like it must be declared somewhere in paratexts or in the game or something. The consensus seems to be in the Japanese version he's 12, but then the ending, or like near the end of the game, it specifies he's turned 13, and the American version just says he's 13. So he's older than I thought. But I think I was thinking 10 as Ness's age, less in because he should be a 10-year-old. But in some ways, like, he's always wearing his backpack and his shorts and stuff. But more in the same way that, like, Bart Simpson does not behave like a 10-year-old in any way. He's much more like an adolescent, in most ways. But he's 10. Lisa Simpson does not behave like an 8-year-old very often. Oh yeah, okay, we're loaded. The economy of EarthBound. I've talked about being unsure because I found the game so much harder. Not that it still presents a challenge here and there, but much, much, much harder when I was younger. And among other things, I don't know exactly what it is I'm doing better for the economy management, but it's probably just not running too often and not carrying too much money and losing fights. Which is all to say. What was I saying? Paula's offense only went up a little bit, but it's also a bash weapon, so she'll land more shots with it. Yeah, right now at least, money troubles seem far away. That was a big defense boost. That's excellent. Yes, we gotta sell something of Jeff's, or no. PSI Caramel, even though they don't restore that many PSI points. How many do they restore? 20. It's not that many, but it is it's a function that can really come through in the clutch. So I'd like to try to hang on to them. With the caveat that I know I'm probably going to wind up not... Oh, geez, I could have just sold Jeff's silver bracelet. Jeff's a hardy nerd. Okay. That went well. Up to the top floor. I think the way this works is literally you get to the top and the lights go out. Or when you try to go back down or something. I'm almost positive it just happens here. I want to save up some money and go to Summers or somewhere else to relax. Oh, so you're skipping school too, right? Oh, way more in a much more hardcore way than you. You ditched school to go to the mall. I've ditched I'm just on a trip. I'm on a cross-country trip. Haven't been home in weeks. When I grow up, I want to work for Ape as a programmer. Do you have any connections with those guys? Sorry, kid, no. Oh, you didn't have to answer. It was dumb of me to ask you that question. Oh, kid. We gotta check, but I feel bad about saying yes because I feel like he's just gonna be like, oh, no, never mind. Either way, he recognizes I put you on the spot with a weird question. Okay. The department store manager, or mall. Yeah, this is a department store more than a mall. Doesn't have... Ooh. Well, I'm disappointed to learn that this is a better weapon for Paula as well. And oh man. Well, Ness can replace a baseball bat with a yo-yo for a pretty decent little boost. I'll sell the Mr. Baseball bat. However, it's more stuff that we could benefit from having that we can't afford because I didn't bring enough money. I should have anticipated. Why did I just bring enough money for the one store? Hey dude, it's summer. It's the manly time of year. Time for sports, guys. I'm excited for the summer because of all the female impersonation I'm going to get in, but sure. We should hopefully... I want to project a June return to the drag streaming gimmick. Bring Jamie to the screen. Basically, I need to close the loop on being able to put myself in full face, which I'm getting pretty close to doing. So that I can just do it whenever, with a Danielle having to structure part of her day around helping. Especially because... Oh. Well, if you ever need something, come back here. I'll set you up. Right on, dude. Oh, hey. Sweet. I was worried that I might not get a chance to make more purchases prior to the scripted event of the lights going off, which we've been foretold will happen, so it's not a spoiler. I'm not worried so much, though. Ness will take it. He'll equip it. 10 more to his defense. Sell the coin of slumber. Does anybody else benefit? I don't care about getting Paula the trick yo-yo. And this is equivalent to whatever Paula has. Is that just... Why is that? What does Paula currently have in that slot? A great charm, I think. Must be equipped on your body. Protects from paralysis. Adds a bit of speed. Can we get a description of a thing we haven't bought yet? No. Because, like, defense ribbon must do something. Is it better than protecting from paralysis? Giving a little speed? Probably not. Now, before we possibly trigger a thing where I might get knocked out, lose half my money, undermine my whole thing about doing better this time. Let's put most of our money, whoops, back in the bank. Imagine making a $9,000 deposit in an ATM, not even just in an ATM, but at the mall, at the department store ATM. Like, it's not even at your bank. I mean, they're kids. They're naive. Okay, maybe the lights don't just go out? Or is it somehow take until we're leaving? Yes. Oh. And then aliens come in and kidnap Paula? Is Paula stolen? in terms of like pure like liquid assets, last year I briefly sort of did, except that I was primarily selling. I sold some stock from my meager retirement account to pay off mostly to pay off my credit card, and to there was some furniture purchase we had to make or something. So it wasn't like I got to have like $9,000 and be like, ooh, how many video games can I buy? Which is the extent of my imagination for what I would do with $9,000. Girl stuff and video games. Your attention, please. Would the customer from 1A, Mr. Ness, please proceed to the office on the 4th floor? That was customer Ness, 4th floor office. Wow, last bit was suspicious. Favorable drowning, guck sec deep. Terrible, you're not even trying. But also, we don't need the best viewers. Your dad's least favorite animal and least favorite subcultural person type. That's right, PJ. A package attacks you. You engage the mystical record in its cohorts. Okay, so here's the drawback of the trick yo-yo. It is that makes sense. You're trying to hit someone with, like, it's shot adjacent, even if you're bringing the same thing back. Less accurate. Mystical record B charged forward. Big hit on Ness. Ness attacks. 156 damage. Jeff attacks 105. Ooh. Okay. I think Ness needs to life up B himself. Beta himself, sorry. Oh, cool. What's it called? And how are you finding it? Oh no, they healed mystical. Oh, it healed the wrong one. So we've stopped mystical record A. These are pretty tough random enemies. I am fortunately being responsible with my money. So we can survive a knockout here. But we'd rather not get knocked out. And these are tough enemies. Welcome to Elderfield. Cool. I need to read the latest Kickstarter update from the Children of Light, the Urquan Masters sequel, or the Star Control 2 sequel, or whatever you want to call it. They sent one out, and I think it's to the effect of, we've got a demo of the campaign coming sometime soon, and also these updates. They're releasing the multiplayer ship melee part first, which makes sense, because you probably can have that in, gold form, releasable form, quicker than an entire adventure space exploration game that has that as a component of it. But I am excited. Whenever they get around to releasing the real game, we're going to play it here. Probably won't get the demo. Jeff's level's now 33. Offense went up 1. Maximum hit points up 3. He's got a ways to go till his next multiple of 4, level 36. Which are the good level ups, if anyone had forgotten. Ness. Customer Ness, please hurry to Paula. I like that idea. That reminds me also that there was a fairly well-regarded film adaptation of The Color Out of Space made recently that I should... Danielle's actually been on a scary movie kick, of all things. I should take this opportunity to be like, let's watch this cool Lovecraftian horror movie. I thought of that because I don't know how faithful the film adaptation is to the short story. But in the short story, there's a lot about how the color of space ruins crops and stuff like that. Some farmers are affected by the eldritch horrors. Whoa! We're getting swarmed. Scalding coffee cup and its cohorts. I think there might be a case for some serious maple syrup. Happy Saturday! Might be a case for some. It's definitely one of the best ones. And you know, if you're capable, and I'm not judging anybody who's not, of reading things from the past and by people whose personal views were not great, you know, if you can look past that, or, you know, in your own mind, separate the act of reading the art from endorsing the bad things about the author and his expression. Lovecraft has a lot of good stories. You know, sometimes the racism. Okay, jeez, though. Please get. Okay, Mystical Record A stopped moving, but this is bad. You know what I think I gotta try to do, though? I don't think I can even try to heal myself, because we'll both go down from one hit. So healing isn't enough. Jeff doesn't have a bomb. He's got healing things, but I don't think healing is the way to go. Spray and pray. Scalding Coffee Cup stopped moving. So this is a massive overkill. This was not worth 14 psychic points. Especially if it didn't work. Okay, at least Ness survived. Okay. No, not now, no. It was so close to being defeated that even though it healed itself, we still got it. Yikes. They took us to the limit. Can Jeff get maxed out? No. Yeah, and like, I think it's the rats in the walls where the narrator has a cat who's just casually named a racial slur. Like, there's the parts where like the racism, like literally, like just like it's not subtext or theme, it's just right there in your face. But like the Shadow over Innsmouth, like a story like that, I can see how you could be like, see, thematically, the story is about his discomfort with miscegenation, and it's like the people who are breeding with the ancient fish monsters are, you know, like that is saying bad things about real human beings and expressing some bad cultural ideas of the time and such. They were popular among the intellectuals of the time, of all things, as though it's all that smart to be racist in any way. It's stupid. In addition to being wrong. But like, yeah, you can read the story and just be like, yeah, it's, you probably shouldn't intermingle with the ancient fish monsters and kill all the strangers who come to your town. Boom. Alright, took out the Scalding Coffee Cup quick with our advantage. Even better. There. 2 tough enemies down, no hits taken, which is great, because Ness is already low on psychic points, and I'm positive there's some kind of confrontation at the end of this path. But even with that said, Color of Space is easily one of the best ones. Shadow over Innsmouth, more problematic if you're not, you know, capable of being like, yeah, it's straight, because like, here's the thing, and this is even in the context of me being a person who has a master's degree in English literature and knew about, you know, the problematic Lovecraftian views, and, you know, had read enough of his stories that have explicitly problematic things, that I should have been primed for it. When I read The Shadow over Innsmouth, I was just like, oh yeah, you shouldn't breed with the fish monsters. It didn't, like, I didn't, the reason that I think you can salvage the story is because if you don't have a messed up perspective like that, there's nothing about breeding with the ancient fish monsters that like analogizes to dating outside of your ethnic circle. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Color of Space, Shadow over Innsmouth, which easily has Lovecraft. Like, there's very little action in Lovecraft, but there's an action sequence so good in the Shadow over Innsmouth that they made a like first-person adventure shooter. Oh, there's a musica here, which looks kind of like it's clearly. It's not quite an electric guitar, and it's not quite an electric bass. Like, clearly only has 4 strings. But I've never seen the flange rod? Whatever that rod is called. On a bass. Electrical shock attack. Mortal damage to Jeff. And Ness did not act fast enough. Okay. Frustrating, given the shocking attack. Oh no, Ness is asleep because of the melody of the music. But he's back awake. We're in a tight spot. Can I get away? He got away. Okay. You know what? I've held on to this for so long. I don't need to power game and save all of the cups of life noodles for late game boss battles. It's not even power gaming, it's just hoarding and never using them. We'll use them here, in a situation where I would like to get us back on our feet. Not using any of Ness's... Oh, you know what? Not just don't use Ness's psyche points. Let's use 2 picnic lunches to heal Ness. And then this might turn out to be unnecessary, but let's take a PSI caramel. At the Mountains of Madness, great story. There's a lot. The Haunter in the Dark. In a way, it's kind of absurd, because it's like a epistolary story. It's not epistolary like it's letters, because I'm pretty sure it's a journal, if I remember correctly. But just it does have the gimmick of the narrator supposedly writing all this down. And so the ending is kind of absurd in that the eldritch creature he's been terrified of, that can only move in perfect darkness, gets a shot at him because there's a power outage. And he's like writing, oh no, it's coming for me. And he gets a glimpse of it that he manages to write a phrase describing before he's destroyed. But it's pretty chilling. Some good stories. And then obviously, you know, Lovecraft also just had an outsized influence on the development of the cosmic horror genre, which video game creators in particular have really just been mining over the past, I'd say especially the past decade. Ness, customer Ness. Rawr, rawr. Why do you keep saying that? You finally made it. This department store is going to be your grave. You'll be gone, and you'll be burning in... Well, you'll go to heaven. That's a good line. Alright, the department store spook. I think especially now that big bottle rockets are purchasable, it's warranted to just bust one out. Boom, 473 damage. It's a big weapon. Which is good, because this guy hits hard too. think we can both survive one more. Caution to the wind. Oh, even better. Life Up Alpha. He came out ahead, but only like 50 hit points. Oh no. Get a picnic lunch into this frozen boy's face as quick as possible. Thank goodness. There's a lot of that with the Lovecraft narrators. For a lot of them, there's the real like pull back. Like all you've got to do is not look any closer. You'll be so much happier if you just stop thinking about this. Okay, Jeff's gonna huddle up. Ness is gonna heal himself. Jeff will go back on offense next round when Ness heals him. Oh no. Never mind. We're defeated. Well, no, we're not. Well, Jeff probably is. I should not have attacked. Oh, we won. Okay. Yes. All right, everything's coming up, James. Ness and Jeff gained 12,146 experience points each. Ness's level's now 38. Oh my goodness. I need to remind myself. I mean, I know that you're describing it right now, but I need to look at a synopsis. Danielle's doing the thing where she's hinting too hard at a good idea for a birthday present. I'm going to get it for her, but I already had the idea and now it seems like it's not my idea. Yes, right. Yep. Now I recall. Definitely very silly. Ramsey Campbell, who is a terrific writer of horror fiction. I have a collection of his short stories that spans like his very long career, starting with his juvenilia. And so his earliest story that's included is just like a young man who's read all the Lovecraft stories and wants to do his own. And it's so stupid. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe I'll remember to look it up later and put it in drop the name in the Discord. But it's very absurd because it's total Lovecraft pastiche of, a person who looks too close into these eldritch secrets and sees something that's too much and loses their mind. Except that because he's a young man overwriting everything, this guy is he's the Lovecraftian protagonist in the willful dabbler in the occult and in the, connecting to the eldritch, to the old ones type character. And so he's doing all this absurd stuff and he's summoning demons and he's speaking to all this stuff is just happening in the story. And he's just continues to go and do it. And he wants to get more power. He's seduced by the dark side and everything. And then the thing that drives him to madness at the end is just that there's a teleportation incident. Like he looks and he's standing somewhere else than he thought he was and he loses his mind. It's very dumb. And then he got very, very good at writing horror fiction over the years. Offense went up by 2. IQ went up by 1. Maximum hit points up 1. Maximum psychic points up 3. Ness realized the power of PSI Flash Beta. Jeff's level's now 34. Offense up 1. Maximum hit points up 3. Even though you could beat me, Master Giygas will avenge me. At this moment, Paula should be Monotoli. Ooh, that's going on the list. I love Dreams. Dreams of the Witch House, good. All the dream cycle stories very good. Oh no, this is not going to be remember that time that? Oh no, Because of where he lands, he can easily get an angle on Ness and Jeff, where Ness isn't blocked by the robot. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. And away he goes. Paula's been kidnapped and taken to the Monotoli Building, you don't say. We know that getting into the Monotoli Building, or we can enter the Monotoli Building, but getting into the part of the Monotoli Building, I should buy some more big bottle rockets. Those are honestly perhaps a little OP. But I can't remember how much they cost. So maybe they're reasonably priced. And I guess everyone takes up an inventory slot, and there's trade-offs, but it does definitely seem like they do a ton of damage. Where? I saw them somewhere for sale. Oh, it's the guy in the back room. No, they're actually very cheap. So I don't know. Do they ever just, you know, degrade and like enemies get tougher against them? I don't think the bomb is a Jeff only thing, but I am giving it to him. And then I should get him one more bottle rocket and some food items. Stop by the food court on the way. The adventure game genre seems like an excellent fit for Lovecraftian stories. Obviously, what a lot of video games do is they just go, well, what if you could hit the Eldritch Horrors hard enough to kill them? Which is fine. There's lots of great games where you beat the Eldritch Horrors in a fight. Hello, may I help you? What shall I get you? Full picnic lunch, please. My friend will hold it. And keep a slot open. Just one picnic lunch. No, what am I thinking? We are literally down a person. And I should sell both of Jeff's outdated weapons. Improbably, they'll let you sell them at the food court. Oh, no. Okay. Very wise. There is no sell-off. It doesn't make sense that you can sell things anywhere in the department store. But it would make even less sense. I specifically remember reading that exact claim while reading a history of Lovecraft games. There's, I don't even think I finished saying the thing I meant to say. There's a first-person shooter adventure hybrid adaptation of Shadows over Innsmouth, and the one action sequence in like or maybe there's a few action sequences in all of Lovecraft. Arguably, at the Mountains of Madness has one, but certainly Shadows over Innsmouth has by far the biggest one. Stupinski, hail! Oh no, not at all. That's not the quest of the. Ha. That's not the quest of the children here. Well, I am very successfully avoiding humility lately. Because riding high, the drag show last night went great. And a lot of people gathered around at the end. Said some very nice things, both about the overall show and also my specific role in it. Oops. Yes, I meant to sell you some stuff. Oh. Is that because it's not a sellable item at all? Or are there actually limits on what different places are willing to buy? So we'll just have to give... Hold on. Okay. Maybe, in general, you just can't sell guns, given that you buy all the guns from an illegal dude. But maybe the illegal arms dealer will buy the guns. If not, we'll just give Tracy a call and put them in storage. What's she gonna pawn off on me? No. The guns just aren't sellable. Even to the guy who sells illegal guns. Well, there you go. Few of my students came to the show last night, which was lovely. I appreciated their support. It was nice to see them. But this is not what I meant to do. But there is a degree to which, oh man, I would not have worn these outfits if I was doing another one of the student drag shows. And now here are these people. I didn't get a chance. They haven't given me a microphone yet at one of these shows, which is odd when you think that. Well, it's not odd. I think it's actually very fair that they assume, because I haven't tried to take the microphone. So they might just think, maybe he doesn't want to, maybe he's shy, whatever. But if I had been given a microphone, I would have... Hey, well, here's the beautiful thing. The opportunities are just going to keep on coming, Waffle Syrup. There's nothing yet for which tickets are officially on sale, but there might be a late May show, and there's definitely an early June show. So. Hello, this is Escargot Express. Oh, is that you, Ness? Big bro! It's me, Tracy. I'm working part-time for Escargot Express. What can I do for you? Look up. Want us to store something for you? We'll send someone over immediately to pick it up. That would be great. And do let me know if that ever comes to pass. What did I just do? I just called Escargot Express. Gotta go inside. And, yeah. Show went great. Riding high. Students came. But also, really nice thing from my perspective is that, except for Danielle and the small gaggle of students, none of my people were there. And so it felt extra good to get over, that the crowd liked me, that people were praising me. I'm not gonna, don't want to be crass, but suffice to say, I made pretty good in tips. And even if you subtract tips from my people who were there, I still made pretty good tips, so that's cool. Rated a Japanese restaurant. Okay, hold on. Gotta do a quick conversion, currency conversion for context here. I'm sorry, American friends. You gotta do your own. I'm only doing this to Canadian dollars. 161.20 in Canadian dollars right now. That's impressive. So that's a bill for how many people, though, Stupinski? Hello, this is Escargot Express. Your delivery charge is $18. You can cover the bill, right? Yes. What do you want me to take? You can take up 3 things. Alright, I hope you don't mind a little gun running, because we have a Magnum air gun. Magnum air gun? Will there be anything else? Yep. The laser gun. Maybe something else? I might regret that now. Because if I back out, do I have to enter everything all over again? No. Good. Let me just confirm your request. You want me to take the Magnum air gun and the laser gun? Is this correct? Yep. Alright, sir. Thanks a lot. And away he goes. Let's go to to the hotel. There you go. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't a like gorging yourselves, but you stayed hydrated, let's say. Alright, that goofy dude. Okay, here we are. Ooh, nice. Those delivery apps, it's crazy. I'm trying to wean Danielle off wanting... I'm trying to be like, let's order some more things that I can just walk out and get if we're gonna order food. Just the fees and stuff, it's crazy. The Monotoli Grand. This one guy's got his name all over everything. He's built a big tower. He's corrupted the politics of Fourside. He's elevating absolutely, like, just the worst, literal worst people you know, from Ness's perspective, to positions of power. This game was made in 1994, or released in 1994. In one sense, you could be like, wow, it's really, this is prescient. There's another sense, and it's just like, no, it's just that Donald Trump has been a notorious caricature of a horrible villain since a long time ago. Right, the solitaire tournament. He lost his shirt at the solitaire tournament. Okay, wait. Here's the thing. We know from the game explicitly telling us that getting into the Monotoli Building, the key is the runaway 5. But does that mean we have to call upon them? Yeah, much longer. My understanding is the first time Donald Trump's name ever appeared in a major national newspaper was when he was sued for racial discrimination against tenants in New York City. In general, I guess if you gotta hand it to him in any way, and I don't think you do, I think we do just go to the Monotoli Building and the Runaway 5 will show up now. Because why would they still be at the theater? Let's find it. Yeah, if you gotta hand anything to this jerk, and I don't think you do, but if you did, he certainly has, he knows how to get his brand over. This elevator is only for Master Pokey's use. It goes directly to the 47th floor. And quit staring at my hips. Why don't you stand somewhere else instead of behind me? Stay safe. So this is a challenging line reading for me. Can't imagine ever saying that. Why don't you stand behind me? You could get a better look at my hips. I learned a helpful drag secret. Turns out, if you steam your foam padding, not only is it a way to get it a little, cleaned and refreshed, but actually, as the pads dry out, they reinflate. So I got my hips popping for the show last night. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick intermission because Stimpinski reminded me after I put the thought of hydration in his head by referring to the hydration from the meal, which is that I'm done my tea, but I didn't bring my water to this room, so I gotta go find my water bottle. I'll be back with you, gang. Hang tight. All right, and we're back at it. So here's where Pokey is. Do we bother Pokey again? Through some mechanism, the Runaway Five are going to help us here. The mechanism might be that I need to go and get them to help us. Ooh la la. This is my poor old friend. What's your name? Pig's butt? No, Ness. Did you come here to beg me for some money? Ooh la la. Don't you recognize me? I'm Master Pokey. Pokey, get it? I'm now Geldegarde Monotoli's partner, and I give him political and economic advice. Heard there were some ratty-looking kids asking for Mr. Monotoli? Is that you, Ness? This isn't a place for the likes of you. Get out of here. Now, loser. So usually I don't read entire monologues a second time, but that's just such a great, like, obviously, Pokey's a great character, right? Or Porky, as he's originally called, but we can go with Pokey for this. If I do the localization of Mother 3, he's going to be called Porky, and I will have to constantly issue a disclaimer about how I don't think fat shaming is cool. You must never show your face around Master Pokey, you got that? Okay, but does that have anything to do with... Right, there's Pokey's dad in a solid gold office. That's kind of tacky. I wonder where they got the idea to illustrate the tacky lack of taste of the nouveau riche jerk who lives next door by having him overdo everything with solid gold. Private elevator. Not for operation by the general public. Monotoli Building manager. I think the role of the Runaway Five is to distract those guys in the hall while we get into the elevator. So obviously we gotta talk to the Runaway Five. So they must still be at the Topola Theater. Maybe they're in their dressing room now. Let's go find it. We'll put it together. Worst case scenario, if I get totally jammed up on the sequence, this will be a good opportunity to talk to the hint man and see how that situation works. Show the ticket. Thanks a lot. Please hurry. Show will be starting at any moment. Is this the... Oh, I can't see the Runaway Five here anymore? Oh yeah, I should dump this sorry excuse for a man. Become a Runaway Five groupie. I don't know. Oh, baby, baby, baby! Don't make me hurt so bad. These guys are all stone cold gone for you. Ah, you cute, sexy thing, you. I'm surprised to see the word sexy in a mid-90s Nintendo game. Baby, sing to me. Sing to me only, baby. Venus, just sing, and I can die a happy man, baby. I want to hold you tight, Venus, baby. Venus. Okay, so I should have been switching voices because that was supposed to represent the whole crowd, and not an announcer having a weird breakdown. I don't know if I've ever gone and seen the Venus performance, which does suggest to me that I'm totally lost on the sequence here. I like her song more than the Runaway Fives one hit that they always play. What's this fella doing? Huh. She's kind of there. She just kind of walks in and takes it. He's like, oh, there's a show going on. And he keeps going. Without any like really particularly notable incident. This is shockingly long. Wait, he's back. What's he doing? What's he doing? This is messed up. He's rushing the stage. Okay. They've earned their length. That was fun. What a pro. It's not just that she got right back to her song, but she figured out, like, obviously her choreography is pretty simple, but she did adapt it to the fact that she was out of position. Yeah. No, seriously, I was looking at this and thinking like, oh man. I think my next drag number, it depends a lot if this May show happens. Because the June show, I believe, is a Madonna-themed show. And Danielle and I have talked about trying to find her, get her an Austin Powers costume and do Beautiful Stranger. Okay. So I assume we just can't go backstage. Ah, you're a friend of the Runaway Five. Did you come to see Miss Venus? Come inside, quickly. Don't let the other fans see you enter. Weird that we get backstage for Miss Venus. Oh, you're just a little kid. I'm too busy right now to give you my autograph. Maybe next time, little man. Jeez, lady. Okay, so where's Runaway Five? Are they hanging out in the manager's office? That would be odd. Does she know where they went? I made so much money, I can hear my heartbeat. Rub it in, lady. No, listen, we did a good deed. That's all we care about. This guy gets out of our way. Are they like parked out around back? It probably is. I should check. Feels like it could easily be something like that. If all else fails, we've got the hint guy. Is it just the regular food place that is the mysterious cafe? I can't remember. Where am I going? I know at some point you gotta go. You gotta deal with the mysterious, suspicious cafe. No, it's not the bakery. So where's the cafe? We'll find it. Great tune. Cafe. Does anything happen in the cafe? I can't recall. There's a loud noise outside. Must be the 7th inning stretch. And the fans are singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the stadium. I used to be Monotoli's employer. Then I realized the scheme was making my company go bankrupt. My house, my land were taken away, now I'm homeless. Monotoli didn't used to be so powerful. I want to find out his secret, so I'm spending my time here, watching to see if he ever drops in. What? Does Mr. Geldegarde Monotoli come here often? Hello? Time to get up. Can never happen. Well, actually, that's not true. So he does come here? I don't think there's any new dialogue here yet. Is there some... No, not... No. I believe there's a literal... There's something that has to happen before the significance of the cafe becomes clear. Oh! Here we go. The loud noise outside. He doesn't look like a nice man. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to go like that. I'm glad it wasn't me. That's the second time I've had that sprite gone to that weird voice. There's a person lying there on the ground. I wonder if he's... Hopefully not. Oh, I don't like seeing a corpse around here. He's breathing. Has he just been playing too hard? Excuse me, I was trying to talk to this pig pen looking dude next to you. You can't. Okay. Yes, I know there's a person lying on the ground. What I was hoping here is that one of you might get out of my way so I could check on him. No, but can we go around? No. Do we? Also, by the way, the person is Everdred, the warm-hearted small-town crime boss of Berglund Park in Tucson. So obviously there's significance here. So how do we advance the script further? Yes, there's a lot of water in this thing. Is it not an actual Stanley Cup? It's a Contigo brand knockoff. Danielle got it for me for Christmas. It's a game changer in terms of my hydration. Yes. Of course, it's one of those quests that you can keep on doing periodically for diminishing XP rewards. Okay, no, they're all still just standing there. Ah, that's how you get to the pig pen guy. Don't cut in front of me. If you give me something, I'll let you have my spot. Will you give me something? Okay, so what do I get? Have a protein drink, you jerk. Are you sure? Yeah. Alright, take my place. Drink it in health. Aren't you Ness? I can't see too well. Everything's blurry. You are Ness, aren't you? It's me. We met in Tucson. Everdred from Berglund Park. You must remember, I'm the best thief around. That car painter in Happy Village was hiding something strange. I stole it and thought about selling it in the big city. An old city-wise man. And then he said, did you just say drinking in hell? No, drinking in hell. Come on. Come on. Plausible deniability. An old city-wise man called it Mani Mani. It's a strange colored doll thing. Oh, I'm in pain. And Monotoli tricked me and stole it from me. He tricked the thief. Wanted me out of the way because I know his secret. He gets his evil power from that statue. If he stole it from you, then how is he already getting his evil power from it? That's okay. Listen, I'll tell you only once. The cafe. Check. Mind. Said I'd tell you only once. But if you insist, I'll tell you once more. Do you want to hear it again? No, we got it. Behind the counter in the cafe, right? Before I go, here's my lines talking poem. When on your way out, be sure that you say goodbye. Then lock the door tight. This is my final request. Don't follow me. I must be on my way. Oh, so low. But then he gets up and leaves. Intimidates the ladies for a moment, which is odd. But he just leaves. He wasn't dying. Is that man going to? He stared right at me. Ooh, scary. Don't you feel better since you had your chance to talk with your friend? He helped you find him. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You know him? You must be a dangerous kid. I'll bet you're on your way to Jackie's Cafe right now. That's actually true. And it's true that Ness is a dangerous kid. Just not to, like, the innocent, the just. He's not dead. I thought he may have passed on. He should really go to the hospital like other sick people do. She's no happier to see a sick person in the street than she would be to see a corpse. Either way, it's just like, what's going on in this town? Let's check behind the counter. What? Oh, we're talking this guy mistake. Okay, I shouldn't just use L. I'll use check. What? I forgot. This is the kind of thing that, like, I remember now when we go into like Twin Peaks dream sequence world. The flip side. I think is this literally going to be called the flip side? What? Fourside. Are you still sleeping? This is Moonside. Okay, no, it's not the flip side. It's Moonside. Yes, that's wrong. I am the hostess here. Oh, go figure. The flames were an enemy. We confront the robo-pump. A gas station pump has not only come to life, but it's hanging out in a cafe. Robo-pump whispered 3. Okay. Robo-pump murmured 2. You can see what's coming here, so I hope that we're able to defeat this thing before it finishes its countdown. Great. The robo-pump was broken into pieces. So there's a risk there because we both have shoot weapons that are less accurate. That we could trigger that countdown, but we're gonna have to miss to do it. Yes is no, and no is yes. It makes perfect sense in Moonside. Melting clock, surreal. You engage the Dolly's clock. Not hiding their influences here. Dolly's clock says, tick-tock. Is it another countdown enemy, or is that just how the Dolly's clock wastes the turn? We're not going to find out yet. Maybe not ever, because it's not a very tough enemy. Welcome to Moonside. Welcome to Moonside. Thank you, sir. Welcome to Moonside. Come all to soon, mide. Moon will buzzing me. When we find Paula, she's like, how did you know I was here, Ness? Did you have the same backwards talking dream with the flaming cards? It's a nested reference. It's a reference to The Simpsons, making a Twin Peaks reference. Because I'm a millennial. You understand all this? I'm going to say no, meaning yes. Good. I'm glad you get it. But let's find it. Do you understand all this? I'm going to say yes, meaning no. No? You don't? Shouldn't he say yes, you don't? Uh-oh, the localizer tripped up. To tell you the truth, neither do I. Shouldn't he say to tell you the truth, so do I? This is the stupidest guy in Moonside. Hello! And goodbye! We got teleported over to this one. Who does the same thing? Are we in the city? Do we move at all? You can't look at a map. We don't have the map of Moonside, even if it seems pretty likely it's later on Fourside. What a great game. There's so many cool things in this game. Muttered one. But we got it just in time. It generates a little tension. I assume that it's like a massive damage. It might even be a mortal damage to both of you easily. Something seemed wacky with the controls there. But thanks to our flickering and invisibility period, we get to act before the enemy. We got the surprise attack. Oh, I see. There are invisible barriers here. We're in a maze. I'll tell you what I hate in this world. Congratulations, PJ. Oh my goodness, my laundry situation is real bad. Most of my clothes, they're clean, but maybe like 25% of them are folded and put away, and the rest of them are all in the bed. I compiled 3 different loads of laundry that I've neglected to fold into a single pile, and I'm determined to do it today. So congratulations for just being proactive and getting a load of laundry just done. Tell you what I hate in this world. That's steak. Color, smell, taste, texture. For context here, at the start of the game you're asked, what's Ness's favorite food? And I just went with the default, so it's steak. Hey you! You're a drooler! Because Ness loves steak. I assume all of these grown man wearing shorts in the park. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm gonna wear shorts sometimes this summer. Enraged fire plug. Do they call fire hydrants fire plugs in the United States? Yeah. Hold on. Hey, happy to offer the assistance there. Okay, I was about to learn something. Fire plug. Okay. Sounds like the earliest forms of the fire hydrant were called fire plugs. I'm not going to learn any more about that right now. Hello. Hey! Parking meters! And you're walking around. That's so funny. Welcome to Moonside. That was a strange thing to say. We can go into the museum. You know whose bones are on display here? The answer is your bones. My bones. Bones, bones. Bone, bone, bone. It's authentically weird. Because, like, there are the weird parts of Moonside that are defined rules. Yes, no, no, yes, that kind of stuff. And then there's, like, some people get caught in their thoughts and they start saying the words but deforming them. There's repeating things like that, but then there's just, like, yeah, this weird guy that gets stuck just saying bones. But it's enough that it doesn't become systematized, but it also isn't just complete nonsense. Bones are great. You like bones, too? I'm gonna say no, meaning yes. You like bones? Bone, bone, bone. Bones are great. You like bones too? I'm gonna say yes, meaning no. You don't like bones? Bone, bone, bone. The sign in front of the psychedelic dinosaur says, "Welcome to Moonside. Why did you come to Moonside? How long are you staying in Moonside?" Welcome. We love you. We hate you. We love you. I did Garbage's "Shut Your Mouth" as one of my songs last night. How about I sharpen you? I just love sharpening. You don't want me to sharpen? Side of moons. Welcome. Sure. I guess. 257, 256, 255, 254, 253. So, what's your problem? If you don't want anything, get out of here. Counting backwards. 252, 251, 250. He knows the order the numbers go in. It's just a flying painting. You confront the abstract art. This is not abstract art, by the way. That is a 2 moons, one with a face. It's a delicate balance, because you could easily be too high for this. But yeah, there's clearly just there's a snowman with a shirt on. A moon face. They look like they're maybe in like a cornfield or a wheat field. It's not abstract. Ness level is now 39. Offense went up 1. Defense went up 1. Guts went up 1. Stimpinski, it's specifically the one that takes you to... It's the moon gate that you take to get to the Shrine of Sacrifice? I think it's the Shrine of Sacrifice. You know, the one that doesn't exist in the material plane. We can definitively say that's the same... That's the moon gate equivalent of the one that gets you to Moonside here. I love... On the note of the Michael Keaton Jack Frost, how close the slasher movie Jack Frost and then the Michael Keaton family movie Jack Frost, which have the exact same setup, with the one difference being whether the guy who gets reincarnated as a snowman is a serial killer or a father who wishes he'd done a better job. Guts went up 1. IQ went up 1. Luck went up 1. Maximum hit points up 1. Maximum psychic points up 5. Let's realize the power of life up pi. Which I think is not the final form. No, I think there's space for an omega there. I think life up pi is just better. Automatic full hit points. So yeah. I believe there's a life up omega, and it's obviously group heal. We will presume. 69, 68, 67. Absolutely. I don't think the slasher movie one could afford him. Although they could afford an excellent VHS cover. With they use the hologram, not the hologram gimmick, but the shifting image gimmick to, it looks like a friendly snowman, and then it looks like a scary snowman. I still never rented it or watched it, but it's stuck with me forever. Partially hammered home, I think, by the fact that I constantly saw that tape at Blockbuster, and then they made a Michael Keaton family movie with the same name and the same premise. 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63. What? This is a special hobby, viewers? You like watching people count backwards? 62, 61, 60, 59. Was that the same counter backwards? Oh, sweet. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom! Wow. Scared myself. Nice. I'm glad that I accidentally talked to that guy an extra time. Oh, hey, there's the Monotoli Building. There's the Mani Mani statue. Mani Mani statue up ahead. Well, I'm going to stop you right here. Don't even think about getting past me. Because you aren't with a guy whose eyebrows are connected, who also has a gold tooth. Okay. Let's go see if we can find a guy with a unibrow and a gold tooth. It's good fetch quest design to take advantage of the psychedelic area that we're in. To just be like, yeah. You have to go get things to give to, like, doesn't have to make any sense at all. Why does he want this thing? Why is he telling us he wants it? Why is he stopping us at all? It's Moonside, man. Forget it, Ness. It's Moonside. I should have gone with forget it, Jeff. It's Moonside. But anyway, back to looking for a gold tooth guy. I don't think any of the sunglasses, shorts, and the park guys are gonna be gold tooth dudes. But maybe. Ooh, damn! I don't like that. But I think we can defeat this thing quick. Yeah. So we didn't take most of that damage. Talk to this guy. This guy hates steak. Is it going to be visually obvious? Is there a way with the invisible walls in the park here? Can we get to that present? Let's find it. Or that one. No. Or if we can, I bet it's probably after we've bypassed that fella. Okay. I will try more of the crew cut guys. But only after I've looked around for others. We've managed not to find out, like 100% sure that the thing doing the countdown. Oh, is it that guy? Ness's HP drops to 0. Jeff's HP drops to 0. Why are you wearing the freaking mask? Yeah! Everyone's someone. Don't you think so? I say no, meaning yes. Everyone's someone, don't you think so? I'm gonna say yes, meaning no. Moonside. Moonside. Well, when you put it like that. So we had a glorious conclusion to the Frosthaven scenario that the first one Sid did with us. Both because the plan came together. We took advantage of Greg's teleporting ability to it was a get off the boat, go to the area, harvest the ice by doing 24 damage to a stationary object, and then get back to the boat and clear the deck off of enemies that spawn when you get the thing. But because Greg can teleport between his shadows, he left one shadow on the deck. And then he was the only one who even went into the room and got next to the object to fight. And I just stood at the door with line of sight on him and used my abilities that can grant him extra attacks. And then once we destroyed the thing, he activated his all my shadows are connected. And it's all his shadows. He doesn't have to pick two. And so I used one and he used one. We teleported back to the ship. Boom. And meanwhile, Sid didn't even leave the ship. Sid's playing as the trapper. And so Sid just spent the whole scenario after we cleared the enemies at the start. The Dali's clock froze time and got 3 attacks. That's cool. I I mean, I don't like that we took the attacks, but you know. Jeff's level's now 35. Offense up 1. Speed up 1. Maximum hit points up 1. Not bad. So Sid spent every single round. So like we started in round 5, we went in round 15, and from rounds 5 to I think 13, Sid was just by himself on the ship, laying traps everywhere because we could tell from the fact that the game had us put the letter tokens down at different spots on the ship deck that at some point there were going to be enemies spawning. And so there were a bunch of enemies that spawned, but they spawned into a massive traps. And then I returned to we both returned to the deck, to the ship quickly. And then I used my forced movement abilities to help push the enemies into the traps, and we took them all down real quick. And so Sid got to really shine and use the trapper in a really fun way. And we gimmicked the scenario because we didn't submit to its plan of trying to get 3 people into this big room and then fight our way back through all the enemies that spawned. It was fun. It was cool. It was satisfying. Now I'm excited to hopefully have Rich there next time we play. Can we go in the hotel on Moonside? Yes. What happens if we pick up the phone? Let's pick up the receiver. Well, we gotta try some of these. Hello? Hello? Is that you, Ness? I can hardly hear you. It sounds like you're calling from the moon or something. Well, if you're doing okay, that's great. Listen, I have to get going. I'm trying to give King a flea back. Bye. Can we save our game if we call Dad? Ness, it's your dad. He doesn't have any trouble here, guys. I deposited $9,515 into your bank account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $31,475 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level, Ness. 14,865. Paul. Oh. Jeff. 29,062. Anyway, what do you need from me? Get this, Dad. If you could just write down that I'm trapped in some weird dimension. All done. Your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. Created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. Yes, you like to work hard, just like your mother. But I don't think it's good to work too hard. Click. Gotta slam the phone and get back to work. This is the Dark Moon Hotel. 1 sleep period is $150. Do you want to sleep? Let's find out what happens if we sleep at Moonside, if it's anything crazy. Oh, whoops. I said yes, meaning no. You're actually going to try to stay up? Alright, here we go. Ooh. Doesn't feel wholesome. Good not morning. Here in Moonside, it's always the middle of the night. This is a headline from tonight's Moonside Press. Money, money is always money, money, and money, money with all money, money, money. You'll excuse me, sir. Hi, how are you doing? From the look of things, I would say not so good. You need anything? Well, maybe the lucky sandwich will help. The lucky sandwich? Who's gonna carry it? Jeff will carry it. Thanks. You gonna buy anything else? I'm gonna say yes, meaning no. See ya! Haha. I do believe those are all just teleport you around guns. I think this is just a normal functioning hospital. Yes means no. No means yes. Or did you already know this? I'm gonna say no, meaning yes. Ah, you knew it. That's good. I was just wondering. What happens if we say no, meaning... Or yes, meaning no? Oh, yeah, you didn't know? Don't you mean, oh, no, you didn't know? Well, so we say, oh, yeah, it doesn't mean yes in any meaningful way. Excuse me. Pretty forgetful. I even forgot why I'm here. just forgot something. Am I? Am I a man? Well, society, I'm sure, has its answers to that, but it's ultimately a question, sir, that you must answer for yourself. We got it. It made the countdown, and we missed one of 2 attacks in the whatever is going to happen round. Part of me wants to find out what happens, but another meaningful part of me wants to always successfully avoid any disastrous happening. It's this guy. Have we talked to him yet? We'll send you first, and then you second to the hospital. But he doesn't mean I'm gonna beat you up. He's another teleport gimmick. Okay. Well, at least we're just where we were. We've been in the museum, of course. Are there any not crew cut guy NPCs left who we haven't met? Are there any places we can go that we haven't gone? There's the counter backwards dude. I should speak to the count backwards dude again. Does he just restart his countdown? Probably. Definitely seems like the folks of Moonside spend a lot of their time just going in meaningless cycles. Partially because it kind of seems like their minds are breaking down. You're not supposed to live in Moonside. The Mani statue is not a good thing. I think we are gonna have to start talking. I got surprised. Okay, no. He just resolves into a dialogue. Okay. Okay. Run. Nope. Pivoted just in time for Jeff to stare the robo-pump right in the eye. Now we're done. Boom. Okay. Where am I going to find the guy with the unibrow and a gold tooth? Excuse me, do you have a... No, you're just... Of course, it could turn out that once you know you need a guy with a unibrow and a monobrow and a gold tooth, that you can recognize. Nope. I thought, because this guy could absolutely have a gold tooth. He already looks like he has a unibrow. Ha! Successfully avoided 2 combats. Alright, let's try some of these guys. Hello, and goodbye! No good. I think they are all just the same gimmick. So what's it gonna take? Huh? Run. Nope. I mean, maybe they're not all the same gimmick. There's one clear possibility. Big damage, but we don't take much of it. I will heal up then. Just a couple of life up alphas. Getting a little slow down here. Was there a gold tooth guy in the original cafe? I don't think. But it's worth checking. Excuse me, sir. No. Same lines. Alright, let's circle up this way, I guess. Interesting, I don't think the enemy layout on the screen changed when we went inside and came out. So Jeff had 161, but acting quickly, we changed 75 damage into 42. Not bad. Saved almost half the damage of that attack to one character. Can't go over there. Is it this Everdred looking guy up ahead? Have I not spoken to him? beat the Robobump. Excellent. Quick heal for Jeff. Quick heal for Ness. No, this guy is not Everdred. You stay here too long, you'll end up frying your brain. Yes, you will. No, you will not. Yes, no, you will won't. I don't know what that means, sir. Ooh, this is a rough fight. And we can see a magic butterfly outside, so let's spend some psychic points to accelerate the damage we do to our foes. Oh, great. Miss Ness. And then, I was hoping Jeff's shot would finish off the Robopump. Hey, Jeff dodged that time. Great. And then it just did a generic attack, which is not as powerful as its shooting water. I guess because it's a primitive fire plug, it does. Ness is level 40. Multiple of 4. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 5. Oh, baby. Speed went up by 3. Guts went up by 1. Vitality went up by 2. Luck went up by 1. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 25. Maximum psychic points up by 1. Ooh. Well, I mean, obviously could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. There's more explorable territory up here, so we could find an NPC we haven't met yet. We haven't, but we could have, in theory. I can sense that you have a controller in your hands. This is true. It's another teleport you around, dude. Yeah. All of these crew cut dudes. Okay. So who is he around? No, not Sharpen Lover. Not the guy who loves to sharpen. Is there a second person in the Moonside Dinosaur Museum? Yes. I don't think he is. Okay. I don't feel like this. I don't think this is supposed to be tripping me up. Probably just employing poor search strategy. Just not successfully looking everywhere. Spun around just in time. Not for time. Not bad. I can keep going. I would love to succeed at this relatively soon. And then shut down slightly early. Just because, I mean, among other things, it's a nice day. But also, I got a lot of energy. But I still, it's also objectively true. I'm not as young as I once was, and I did stay up pretty late last night and got up at a regular time this morning. So. Alright, come on, Ness. Ness, we need you landing hits. Else we're gonna find out what the Robobump does. It's close. We did it. Okay, good job, Ness. I think it takes 3 Ness misses. I'm not sure if Jeff, it would also take a Jeff miss or not. Okay, here's what it is. I bet. I have a guess now. I think the answer is that one of the teleport guys sends us somewhere else in town. Maybe. How did Ness dodge if he was frozen in time? They're saving face for the Dolly Clock, which missed an attack on a time-locked enemy. Okay. So, let's try this one. Hello and goodbye. That lands us. Nope. Okay. So that's the guy. I don't know how to do this systematically. Well, let's try. Hello and goodbye. Ooh. Don't love they both sent me in the same direction. Okay. Didn't take most of the damage there. Well, Ness is pretty beat up, so I will heal him. Okay. The thing is, I know this is not this much of a challenge. I know that it's gonna be like, ah, you fool. You could have done this much faster. Oh no, to the hospital. I forgot about this. Okay. Well, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong that this is just a functional hospital. Maybe the doctor or the healer or someone. It's the person to talk to. I don't know. I really don't. I do not recall this. Like, I remember Moonside, but I don't remember the answer. No, this is just a healer. Hey, that's interesting. Even the just pressing B to back out of the menu. But eventually, when it's not doing a yes-no thing, it recognizes B. I've already spoken to her. What am I forgetting? Or not necessarily forgetting. Missing. Is it just because there's a bunch of these guys and it's one of them? Let's try. I don't think... No. Well, hold on. Let me talk to this guy a second time. They do have fixed teleport targets. Which means when twice in a row I got warped to here, that may or may... maybe more than one of them warps you there. But it also might have represented me not successfully speaking to a different one of those guys. I thought, what if it's a goofy trick where I'm talking to this guy a second time? He's just like, ah, whatever. Nope. Moderately confident. Maybe I'm gonna fall asleep while I'm in here. No, I'm not that tired. Jeff's level's 36, multiple of 4. Offense up 1, defense up 1, guts up 2. Oh, baby! IQ went up 4. Luck went up 1. Maximum hit points up 1. That was lackluster. Especially because I'm pretty sure Jeff's IQ stat only affects his repair rate. It's not bad to have it better. It's not bad. Big hit. High encounter rate right now. Which can be frustrating in any RPG when you're trying to do something. I think it's fair to call this Dragon Quest style of RPG battle. Obviously, Dragon Quest itself, very wizardry influenced, but not to my mind just a direct port over of the wizardry battle system. Maybe there's more to explore off in, I guess, in this direction on screen. I don't know. Don't recall, and I don't have a clear idea. Because I do think it is just find this one weird NPC. Get them to follow you. Like, who's like that? Is it someone in Fourside? Do I need to find my way back? I guess it could be. It's one of the Runaway Five. It's one of the Runaway Five of a gold tooth. I don't think that's it. Let's see how far we can go in this direction. Oh, goodness. will say at this point, I am just hoping for Robopump to get its thing off. It's not going to. Just to liven things up. Doing these fights over and over again. Well, hold on. No. Okay. Good to know I don't think we need to go back to Fourside and fetch somebody. But frustrating to know that I'm no closer to the result I saw. Damn. Thought I'd made it to the other clock. Oh no. And it remembered about how it can hit us. So I'm just going tick tock. Anyone who's played through EarthBound fairly recently who wants to give me a nudge is hereby clear to do so. You know, as gentle of a nudge as you can manage, but I don't know if it's adding to anybody's experience of our EarthBound playthrough. To watch me be this locked up on something that is not really, I don't think, supposed to be a puzzle or a challenge. Have I tried this specific dude? I'm not even sure it's possible to get to. Right now, my gut is leaning back to one of the teleport dudes has a different teleport key. Can't be that guy, though. Is it the other one here? That's okay. Makes me feel less alone. So it's not 0% helpful. Well, yeah, that was where my mind had returned to the conviction of. I just got to figure out which of them it is, obviously. I'm glad this thing just chose to do a regular attack instead of its more damaging and both multi-targeting. Yeah. Okay. What about... No. I don't think it's either of the ones directly above the Monotoli building. Oh, I want to avoid this fight. I'm going to try that guy over there. I think he's the first one I talked to, but... I think... In fact, now that I think about it, I think the first time I talked to him, he teleported me. I talked immediately to the one I landed by, and I bet the one I landed by was the one who I can't talk to innately because he's on the other side of it. I think that is what we're dealing with here. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Ness opened the present. There's a protein drink inside. Ness takes it. But perhaps more importantly, is there something good? Other than just the opportunity to teleport back? Let's look to the north. Project art, stop moving. I don't think there's anything else to do in this little enclosed area. But... is there something... Well, yes, is there something I'm missing, I was about to say. Yes. If there was nothing you were missing, you would be through this. That's just definitionally what it means to miss or not miss something. Well, let's talk to this guy. And what does he do? He sends us back to this one. Protein drink is not the solution to the puzzle. So then we have 3 of these dudes. Let me get to them. Come on. No. 4 over here. So 5 total teleport dudes. Feels like the correct count. And they all have different teleport targets. 2 of them obviously target each other. Let's find out by going to the northmost one we can find first. Hello and goodbye. We go. Okay, so he sends us to the guy we're ultimately going to go to. Another attack, except 2 enemies are targeting us. Oh my goodness. I'll use Rock and Beta. We may need to go to the Moonside Hotel yet again. There's a part of me that wants to look at a walkthrough not to actually find out the answer, but just to validate my theory that the answer here relates to teleport guys. But I have a feeling that if it did validate that theory, the validation would come from a sentence that told me which one to go to, and then I'm not ready for that. Jeff's level's 37, offense up 1, speed up 1, maximum hit points up 2. That's fine. It's not bad. Alright, what about this one? Hello, man, goodbye! Back to this guy. But it's because these dudes move around enough. I was talking to the same one again. Oh, man. Oh, I only got 2 attacks off and it's time for me. Oh, there's 3. And I missed them, so even better. Come on. Surely there's a something we can do. What about this guy by the hospital? Hello and goodbye. Okay. I hadn't noticed the outlier guy by the hospital. A night pendant inside. I bet that goes over the Great Charm. And it boosts defense. What else? What other distinctions? Special effects might be at play here. Great Charm. Protects from paralysis and adds speed. Right, we know that from Paula having the same thing. The Night Pendant. Absorbs the light of a flash attack. That can also be quite useful. Okay, so there's a teleport guy here. And he might just be all there is here. But let's see. Can we get anywhere else? In this little place? No. But at least the Dally clock can't get to us either. Can we go down here? No. But is it possible now this guy teleports us somewhere entirely new? Hello and goodbye. Yes. I spy with my little eye Alakazam. See a country in summer and a big silver ball. You burn, but you're fine. That is what I see. Ness opened the present handbag strap, which you can use as a weapon. Oh, damn it. I should not have spoken to this guy yet. Oh, I'm somewhere new. Before the soup gets cold, we must care for money. Before the knife gets rusty, we must care for money. Sure, I guess. Hello! And goodbye. Shall I? I'm gonna say yes, meaning no. Welcome to Moonside. Welcome to Moonside. Thanks for the welcome, I guess. Kind of strange guy. I don't think there's anything else here. So, did I miss something in the place where I teleported sooner than I meant to? Or no? I'm really busy doing nothing, so I don't have time to talk to you. If you need something, talk to my partner. He's right over there, see? You mean you can't see him? Oh, he's a silhouette. Can you see me? I'm gonna say no, meaning yes, because I kind of can. Haha, I can, huh? You're a real Moonside, haven't you? Can you see me? I'll say yes, meaning no. Huh, you can't? You're definitely not from around here. Get going now. Here's your hat. What's your hurry? Neither of these dudes teleports though, so what happens? Phone rings. Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business, but I just think it'd be a good idea if you took a break. I'm gonna say yes, meaning no, but does Dad even recognize that? Alright, you should find a place to stay in the nearest town. When you get to the hotel, be sure to give your dear old dad a call. And hey, keep an eye out for bad guys. Click. Beep. What the? You're looking for some kind of door? Well, you're not gonna find one. So get out of my face, loser. I have no patience when people interrupt me while I'm busy doing nothing. And then he teleports us to the hotel. It's me. You can see me, right? There's something interesting about you, so I'm gonna follow you. Don't worry though. If you get into a fight, I'll stay out of it. A mysterious stranger has joined our party. You can't see me, right? Don't you wish you had a gold tooth like mine? I was going to say. Give me a smile. Alright, we solved the mystery. Very fun. Smile, smile. Yo, don't you think my eyebrows rock? Check them out, they're connected. Elbow me in the ribs a little harder, sir. Okay, we're on the move. We're about to confront the money statue. Will I wind up wishing that I'd stayed at the hotel? Which I didn't because I was worried it might reset the sequence with the invisible man. Maybe. Or maybe the bottle rockets and what we have. Many statues up ahead, but I'm gonna stop you right here. Huzzah! You really surprised me. You are the man whose eyebrows are connected and who is a gold tooth. How about we dump these kids and go get a drink? Great. Okay. So now we're in this little area. Obviously, our objective is right there. There's nothing else. I'm not talking to this teleport guy. I don't think I even can. Who's this guy? Is this Monotoli? Don't do anything to me. I am not Monotoli. Maybe not. I don't know though. I think that might have been Monotoli. Okay, make sure Ness isn't holding anything that Jeff should have. Maybe Jeff will use the handbag strap. Probably not. What does a lucky sandwich do? We spent a lot of money on it. Lucky sandwich helps you recover your power. How much and what you exactly recover depends on your luck. Okay, go figure. It's a luck-based item, the lucky sandwich. It's a golden statue that you've seen before. Evil Mani attacked. And it's on. Let's not waste any time uncorking the big bottle rockets we brought. Jeff fired the big bottle rocket, 509 damage. Does something ever come along to nerf the extraordinarily generous power of the big bottle rockets? Let's find it. Yeah, nope. Just two. Boom. I mean, maybe eventually enemies take less damage or just have more hit points, so it doesn't matter that you can do that much damage. We'll find it. Ness and Jeff gained 14,070 experience each. Ness's level is now 42. Offense went up 1, defense went up 1, guts went up 1, maximum hit points went up 3, maximum psych points went up 2. It's not bad. And then the Money statue was actually a device that created illusions. The illusion device has been destroyed. Where are we, though? Can Ness use... Let's check which one. I think it's probably level 2 for paralysis. Oh, even worse. It's neither. I got a message just now. Is it Danielle saying, will you stop? No. Okay, I have a story about Rich's son. Last year, young Ethan entered his first ever under 8 race, and for Rich, he thought this is going to be a good opportunity for my son to learn how to lose. Because if it's under 8, 5-year-old is going to be racing against like 7-year-olds. And you know, it'll be good for the kid to not be fast enough, and then to get upset, and then to be told, you know, the kinds of... Rich is a really good father. You can imagine the kinds of things he's trying to teach his son. Instead, Ethan won the race. Last year. So, this year, he's a 6-year-old. He's in his second year of under 8 racing. And in his first race, just today, he won the race by so much that a parent complained, and they had to actually prove that Ethan had done the entire race and not like, you know, like the Boston Marathon cheater who got on the subway or whatever. They had to show video that he had done the entire long distance race. Or not long distance, but like the entire distance. They needed proof that he set out from the start, didn't get in a car. He's a fast young man. And just a great kid. Love that kid. Well, Ness is paralyzed, which is unfortunate. We might be able to recover him with the Lucky Sandwich, but that would be entirely luck-based. Does the secret herb cure paralysis? The secret herb does. Does Jeff have room to take it? Yes. Perfect. Because Ness is paralyzed. He can't use it on himself. Secret herb is a possible revival item as opposed to a revival item, like a couple of life noodles. You were wandering around the warehouse with a vacant, faraway look in your eyes. Were you daydreaming? No, we were being messed up by a thing. Oh, we're just in the cafe. The phone rings. Hello, this is Apple Kid. I've come up with another wacky invention that I think has real potential. Maybe you won't, but anyway. It's called the Gourmet Yogurt Machine. Makes many different flavors of yogurt. The only problem is right now, you can only make trout-flavored yogurt. So I'm having the machine delivered to you via Escargot Express. It's coming neglected, class. Hopefully you'll get it soon, yeah. Everything is... Boom! Oh, I've got some problems here, I gotta go, bye. Back to the lab. New dialogue here. Kids shouldn't drink espresso. It'll stunt your growth, stubby. And quit hanging out around here. What? Mr. Monotoli's here? You must be thinking of someone else. No new dialogue here, though. Okay, not much. Let's go receive the yogurt machine that will somehow save us with trout flavored yogurt. What happened? What? Which means I'm not a delivery man. I can't remember if we've met. Talah Rama just finished fasting. Now he wants to meet you. At the west end of Dusty Dunes Desert. We know where it is. In a cave with lots of monkeys. I'll use my teleportation to... Bye. His teleportation didn't work. We don't have the teleportation ability yet, but when we do have it, as you'll see, it works the same way as the monkeys. You need a lot of lead time. Crash! Whoops! Crunch! Oops! Greetings! It's escargot express in a neglected class. Whew. Just got here from the Dusty Dune Desert. There was this sunbathing guy. He told me about a cave, lots of monkeys, or was it a orangutan? Hey, he said, well, I forgot. Yep, I forgot. Actually, forgot the stuff I was supposed to deliver too. I think it was some weird machine to make trout-flavored yogurt. Yeah, I forgot it in the desert. And I'm not going back that way, so don't ask me to get the package. I mean, it's your package, right? So you go get it. Go on, get out of here. Maybe that thing I forgot is important to you. So have a good time in the desert. Excellent, what's the theme? Hello? I heard you talking about trout-flavored yogurt. I'm a maid who serves Mr. Monotoli, and I'm looking for trout-flavored yogurt to give to our special guest. You know anything about it? Please tell me. I've been searching and searching. Old school diner lingo. Nice. Wonder if I know anything about old-timey diner lingo. Oh no. I can imagine. Alright, we're walking back to the desert. How am I for time? Okay. I think I'm on track to, sweet, 2 magic butterflies. Which is nice, because I didn't stop at the hotel. But now Ness is up to 88 psychic points. I think this leg of the journey might be manageable, while still wrapping up fairly soon. I think it's all going to come together. Bum ba-dum bum. Bum ba-dum bum. Bum ba-dum bum. Let's give it a shot. Sanchez's brothers and co. Equals nothing. I need more dopamine. Dope. I know it's just dopamine. Just one of 9 excellent songs on Robin's new album. Dopamine. Although the one I did for my lip sync last night was Sucker for Love. Just felt like it was perfect for my happy bimbo vibe. And then I did the garbage number to try to branch out and do something other than happy bimbo. Felt good. Felt like it all worked. Have I gone far west enough? In the desert. I think I've not gone far enough west. Big desert. We've stopped sweating. Oh. This is not how it works in real life. Apparently the highway is less hot than the desert right next to it. But do not ever try this strategy. We should be fine as long as we stay on the highway in the desert. Keep cool. The enemies haven't scaled up, so boom. Dropping him. This is the right place. Welcome. Paradise is sweet whole. Rama's great, etc. We know this. Down we go. You have a skip sandwich? I'll move away if you give me one. Can you give me one? I cannot. I won't move. Do you also have a request? I want to eat a picnic lunch. If you grant my wish, I might open the entrance. Will you give me a picnic lunch? I'm going to say yes, meaning yes. Great. Probably gonna need to go get a skip sandwich. But maybe we'll find one in here. Let's open the chest. Whoa! There's a pizza inside. Ness takes it. Why is he so excited? Is it a steak pizza? 120 hit points. I mean, it's a good item. I think they're just doing a cowabunga, dude, pizza kind of thing. Doesn't it feel hot in here? Where's all sweaty? Maybe you don't usually keep a wet towel, but... Do you have one? Will you share it with me? No, because I don't have one. Anyway, it's humid. Ooh, I'm Moncona. I want to eat a tasty pizza. Okay, if you have some, will you give it to me? Sure, yeah. Easy come, easy go. Ha! Moncona's happy. Don't worry, little sprouts. Whoa! There's a pizza inside. Ness takes it. Okay, we managed to make it to the door without having to kill that thing. Somewhere amongst all these rooms, should be able to obtain Dragonite. Do you think Dragonite is really made from dragons? By the way, I'll give you a fresh egg. If you run out, just come back. Give me as many eggs as you want. Ness got the fresh egg. I bet that means in one of the paths I haven't got access to yet, there's going to be a monkey who wants a fresh egg. Which might be a timing challenge. But the things we know they want are a wet towel and a skip sandwich in the branches we haven't gone to yet. So let me go back to the general purpose. I gotta believe that they sell it at the drugstore here. If they don't, we're stopping for the day. Because screw it. Squash. Credit to the mole, though. He did charge us. He wants to avenge the third strongest of the mole masters. No luck. But this person sells stuff too. Wet towel, skip sandwich. Yes, you can. We'd like to buy. Skip sandwich. And then, let me look at this list of items. Do any of the rest of these seem like something a monkey is likely to want? Can of fruit juice seems possible. I'm getting it just in case. Otherwise, we'll drink it for a minor healing effect. I assume. Okay. If he got the drop on me, he might get to have his surprise round, I assume. Distracted by a butterfly. So, I think first I'm gonna go. Has the chick hatched? Nope. Oh, I think the chittering is supposed to be like the monkeys. All through the caves. Doesn't it feel hot in here? My fur's all sweaty. Oh yeah, we know this. Wants a wet towel. If only I could have just used PSI healing alpha. Cool. Kiki, you have one? Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Monkey. Please move. Good job. Ness Ness open the chest. Whoa! There's a hamburger inside. Jeff takes it. So maybe the whoa is a feature of these particular chests. Whoa! There's a ruler inside. Jeff takes it. I think that's another gag item. Now you have a good sense of how long things are. Oh no. I love hamburgers. Monkey next to me loves hamburgers too. You have a hamburger, will you please give it to me? Yes. Do I have a hamburger? I don't think I do. I do. Right, because we got one from the thing. Hamburger. Maybe we'll find another hamburger in here. Let's open the chest. Whoa! There's a flame pendant inside. Jeff takes it. Oh, that might be cool. Big boost. And I assume there's fire resistance from the flame pendant. We don't have a second hamburger, so we have to retreat for now. Kind of frustrating because if we don't find another hamburger in here, then we might run into the hole. Is the Dragonite chest beyond there? What is the Dragonite chest? Do I care about the Dragonite chest? I think I do. I think I want Dragonite, whatever it is. We do have a skip sandwich. You better not just move away. You gotta move away fast. Skip sandwich! Oh, sorry. Let's see. Come on, have a hamburger. Mess up the chest. Whoa! Wet towel. I guess this would have helped. Oh no. Ooh, I like to have a protein drink. Can you give me one? I don't think I can because I think I gave it away. No, I still have one. Gulp, gulp, bleaky. Gulp, gulp, bleaky. So that's not a coherent word in the monkey language. Please move, you stupid monkey. Thank you. Sorry I called you stupid. Let's open the chest. Whoa! There's a hamburger inside. Ness takes it. I think it's possible if you make the right choices and have an item to get started to just do this whole place. Meow, meow. Strange chattering for a monkey. Cool, cool. If I eat a fresh egg, I'll recover some health. Croak beef? If you have one, can I have one? No, because I don't have one. Fine, I'll just be a weird monkey. Yes, you are a weird monkey. Let's let the chicken go. Hey, the chick becomes a chicken. A real live chicken. Don't eat it, please. Or is it always a chicken? I can't recall. It doesn't. Okay. I believe when I get back to one where both doors are unblocked, that's the branch. And then I need to not try to deal with any monkeys I haven't dealt with. I think it was the girl monkey who gated the endless supply of fresh eggs monkey. Yes. Did you find a flame pendant? Oh no, you don't have to answer. Here's another fresh egg. Ness got the fresh egg. Interestingly, he asked about the flame pendant. Okay, now we just gotta get there before it hatches. Not that way. That sound effect that is obviously supposed to be monkeys chittering. Very difficult not to interpret as... Oh no, my fresh egg has become a chick. Pizza. Do I have a pizza? I'll give it to him and not go that way. Great, pizza time. Ookie ookie. For anyone who speaks monkey. Yeah, here we go. We know it's a fertilized egg, so it's a little weird. Gulp, gulp. Gulp, gulp. See? Started speaking monkey again. A trash can. I feel like it's gonna have dragon in it. Ness dug right in the trash can. Well, let's see here. There's a neutralizer inside. Ness takes it. There's no way that's a Ness thing. That's gotta be a Jeff. Items for Jeff. When used during battle, the item resets the abilities of all creatures, friend or enemy, to their normal levels. I should have read that, but I didn't, and I'm not going to. Might find a monkey who's trying to measure something, so we're not going to throw this ruler at yet. Okay, it's great to get to dead ends, because you know you're closing in. What does she want? Oh, I want to measure something. I don't have a ruler. You have one I may borrow? Yes. You can have it. Finally, I can measure my own tail. Yes, but don't base your self-worth on the result. One of my friends can use the teleport. What? You've never heard of it? Then I'll give you King Banana. It didn't make sense, did it? But anyway, I'm attractive, don't you think? Ness got the King Banana. I bet there's a monkey who would love to eat the King Banana. Now we go back, and at the next fork, it's the one where I opened the other one by on the left. Yes. Gave him a pizza. We're closing in on having done everything. Let's open the chest. Whoa! There's a protein shake inside. Ness takes it. Okay. I am Man K Man. Okay. You would think that's the same word. To me, the most interesting thing is the King Banana. You would think he's saying the same thing every time. Okay. What, are you giving me a present? Heck yeah, have a King Banana. Okay. Oh, I've died and gone to monkey heaven. Ness open the chest. Whoa! Hamburger. Ness takes it. Ness open the chest. Whoa! There's a picnic lunch inside. Got too much stuff already. Hold on. We don't need 2 hamburgers, I'm sure. Even to finish the monkey puzzle. I hope. We haven't found a monkey who wants to have a picnic yet, either. We ever gonna find... Oh, thank goodness I never put the pencil eraser in storage. I love Talah Rama the most. Well, if man is 5, and the devil is 6... He's a friend of the monkeys. Here's a song I made up for Talah Rama. And then he's singing a song, but we don't get to find out what it's like. It's worth sacrificing an inventory slot to not have the frustration right now of having to go back to the drugstore to call Tracy. Ness used the pencil eraser. For some weird reason, the iron pencil statue was erased. When we get the teleport, I gotta remember that we can go back to Winters, where Jeff comes from, Canada, and erase the pencil up there. I've been waiting for you. Excuse me, Talah Rama, I'm just going to loot your place first. Let's open the chest. Whoa! There's a brain food lunch inside. We've got too much stuff. And then, can't carry this either. Whoa! A couple life noodles inside. Well, obviously that's better than various things we're holding. But which ones... You know what? I don't need to sell this great charm. I'll just drop it. And Jeff did the same thing, didn't he? Took off a charm. Yeah. We're doing okay for money. So I'll go for convenience here. Whoa! A couple life noodles. Whoa! Brain food lunch. What does the brain food lunch do? Well, it sounds like it restores psychic points. Well, let's find out. Brain food lunch. When you eat, you recover about 300 hit points and about 50 psychic points. That's a great healing item. The truth of space and time moves through the universe like a wave. Truth speaks through space and makes and matter, and makes itself known to human beings. I was waiting for you and you came. This was destined to happen. In truth, all is predetermined. Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. When these 4 powers gather, twisted space will bring back peace to the world. Do you understand? It doesn't matter. Proceed as you wish. Open the treasure box and take what is inside with you. I hope you don't mind, I already did that. I anticipate. Did you come in search of this? Someone left it behind in this hole. You cannot carry anything else. Why don't you get rid of something you don't need? You will need this, the gourmet yogurt machine. Let's assume then that we don't need We don't need the fruit juice. Have some juice, Jeff. Jeff drank the can of fruit juice. Hit points maxed it. Got the yogurt machine. Oh no. He wants to do the whole woo-woo speech again. We got the gold thing. The yogurt dispenser. The adventure that lies ahead won't be easy. I'll give you a special skill to help you move through space as you wish. Learn the skill from the monkey over there. Would you like to learn this special power? Yes. Ah, that's wonderful. Speak to the monkey over there. I'll teach you teleportation. Let's go outside. Yes, let's do that. You need free space, but you can't teleport. We saw. It's a running start. Teleport. It's just a total waste of psychic points and your own time. If you aim wrong to give yourself enough of a runway and wind up getting swoop. Okay. Let's get to the point. Give me a hamburger. Yes. Glad that I did not throw that in. Very grateful to you. Because we gotta get this dragonite, right? It must be here. That's up in the chest. Whoa! There's a bag of dragonite inside. Ness takes it. Is it a, like, is dragonite like something you throw on enemies to damage them? It sounds like if this was an RPG about swords and stuff, I'd be like, we need this to make the dragon sword. You sprinkle the powder on one of your friends during battle, the friend turns into a dragon and attacks all enemies. Gone after one use. Alright. I will not sit on that till the end of the game. We'll use it in a key moment. Maybe we'll use it to save Paula. If there's another big fight. And I feel like this is going to come together and we're going to wrap up Fourside, at least this part of the game in Fourside. I know that the Dinosaur Museum comes into play later at the very least. So we're not done with Fourside once we solve the Monotoli situation. But I'd like to wrap that part up. Because when possible, it's nice to have the play sessions of the stream episodes. Follow me like this way. Okay, we'll leave the butterfly behind. Excuse me while I stomp on this mole. No, we're not stomp. Just kick it aside. It bangs up against the stone over there. It comes to its senses. It's fine. Okay, I'll do a teacher's demonstration. If you can learn this, you can go anywhere you've been previously. You can go there instantly. Skill can't be used in a room or underground. In theory, it could be. It's not like a thing that says you can't use it. I don't think it says you can't use this inside. I think it's just that you never have enough space inside. Okay. I went to Fourside and returned. I showed you the basic straight course. But you can also build up enough speed while turning if you have enough room. Okay. Why don't you try it, young man? And away we go. Ness learned how to use PSI teleportation. Yo! Great. Okay, teacher's going home now. Waste no time. Let's teleport to Fourside, but now we can go back to Winters. At some point, just to find out what's beyond that pencil that we saw up there when we were Jeff. And had no access to the pencil eraser. Yeah, as the monkey told us, and as I accidentally did during the practice round, you can teleport. You can move during the teleport. Dash. Okay, we're in great condition. What does this lady have to say? I kept asking around for trout-flavored yogurt, but... What? I'm glad we talked to her again. It's not a just go in. You have a yogurt dispenser? May I have it? Before you can answer, she took it. Now I can make trout-flavored yogurt for my guests. You're so kind, I'll make some for you. My room's on the 48th floor. Don't forget to drop by. My room's on the 48th floor. Don't forget to drop by. You just said that, man. We're going up. We're going over to the other elevator and presumably getting instant access thanks to our beneficialness, so My thought that maybe this was the Runaway Five show up to distract these guys didn't pan out. Shh, quiet. Aren't you Ness? Mr. Monotoli's maid, Electro, told me about you. I'll take you to Mr. Monotoli's office on the 48th floor. Only you may go. But she clearly brought Jeff along. Is she going to hold him in the elevator? Nope. Just a weird scripting choice. Only you and your friend may go. Secret code, please. Say your code in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Combat begins. That was not a real countdown. Sentry Robot blocks the way. Let's just fight it out the first time. Sentry Robot called for help, but no one came. It's not a good automatic security system. If the Sentry Robot comes for help, someone should automatically come. There should be no chance-based element. Okay. Just like a weird room, conference room type place. Then another door leading out of it. Oh. Secret code, please. Say your code in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At least it doesn't get the drop on us because it stopped us. It definitely hit us from behind. It's wasting a turn saying TikTok. Oh no, it used a bottle rocket. But I think we can save Jeff most of this damage. And we have. Great. 2517 experience. Oh, we got a hassle who is in the men's washroom. You know what I bet's going on? They've all had trout-flavored yogurt, and it's upset their bowels. Secret code, please. Say your code in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, it's often said that the kind of human perception of time works sort of like that robot countdown. That as you get older, it feels like time goes by faster. I can see that in some ways. Because, like, I know when I was a kid, the summers seemed endless. And the summers definitely end faster than I want them to as an adult. On the other hand, I don't know. I think I'm trying to make the most of my time. So I don't feel like it's running out too quick. I've been an action-packed 40s so far, and I'm only like 41 in a couple of months. That's true. And like, you know, there's a degree to which the more time goes by in your life, the more you're just like, well, there are fewer things, like, the possibility space and the things that I will do is smaller, and the number of things, like, you know, fewer things left. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, just before I turned 40, I decided to become a drag queen. Possibility space is wide open in a sense. If we get in a boss fight, I'm using that Sun Guts pill on Ness. Wait, I don't think you ever get a critical hit with a shooting weapon anyway. So no, I won't use it. Wait. Is there a way... Is there like a button combo? Could I have picked up a clue of how to tell the code to the sentries? It doesn't matter. They're easy to defeat. It'd just be interesting to know. Just a maze of doors on the 48th floor. Oh, but we found the maid Electra. Master Pokey's cool. He gave me something the other day and said, this is fit for a maid. You didn't mean that in a nice way, Electra. Does the maid stay very close to Monotoli's office? Bing. Clankety clankety. Rattle, rattle, squeak, tweak, tweak, clank. Yes, this is a special robot. The clumsy robot blocked the way. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use the bag of Dragonite on a tiny little robot. Well, let's use another big bottle rocket since we can replace them for incongruously small amount of money. Clumsy robot lost a gear and some bolts. Uh-oh. Well, there's one thing. Some enemies are just immune to the bottle rocket, or it has a failure effect. Oh no! Go, Ness, go! He saved him. Okay. Meanwhile, I think the clumsy robot healed itself. Bad. Bad, not good. And Jeff's gone. Oh, reapplying the bandage doesn't heal him, at least. Well, I mean, I have to defeat it. Fire a strange beam. Clean the area. All my missing... Oh, come on. He's back to full because he ate a bologna sandwich. Specifically bologna. Not bologna, not bologna. Bologna. This is frustrating. But it wanted to go and get something. I missed it. Now it's wobbly. It's an interesting boss fight. It's got a lot of skip a turn. Wanted to go and get a battery. Clumsy robot is wobbly. All of a sudden, some guys rushed into the room. Here we go. It's the runaway 5. Lucky quickly ducked behind the robot. I flipped the switch, and it stopped. Jeez, what a loser robot. It was so easy to stop. It was quick thinking. Clumsy robot stopped moving. Ta-da-da! Interesting boss fight. I think it was just a time-based thing. I think once it was wanting to get a battery, it was out of batteries, couldn't do anything. That's levels 43. Offense up 1, guts up 1, vitality up 1, luck up 1, hit points up 9. And here's our boys. We'd like to pay you back. We'll help you whatever way we can. Oh wait, that's the bassist. This is the guy. Let's break into the room next door. Except I need to go to the bathroom first. We don't have any money. We are strong, however. I thought that I heard a girl's voice. The room next door seems suspicious somehow. Well, hopefully Ness can I'm gonna try sending Ness in on his own. Hopefully it's not another big fight. Stop! That's enough! Please, stop! I give up! I really do! And Jeff is restored. Good. Ness, you finally made it here. I'm fine. I believed you'd come and save me. Mr. Monotoli isn't really a bad person. Take some time to listen to him. Look at my skinny arms, thin body, gray hair. I've become so weak since I lost the Mani statue. I'm sorry I kidnapped Paula. I haven't done anything to her. Paula's a nice girl. Paula, return to Ness. I'm sorry I've created so much trouble for you. Suspicious wall over there on the left side of the room, huh? Stage left. Paula joins you. Tell you everything. The Mani statue creates an illusion. It attracts evil spirits and weakens your heart. The power scared me so much, I hid the statue in the warehouse at Jackie's Cafe. I often went there to pray. Cryptic words appeared to me while I was in the illusion. Ness, your name appeared in the cryptic messages. Stop Ness and do so by your own hand. Or, don't let them go to Summers. Or, make sure they know nothing of the pyramid. I don't fully understand the messages, but someone obviously doesn't want you to go to Summers. Evil Giygas or something? I could hear the name. Anyway, the evil side will be in trouble if you visit Summers. Oh! On the contrary, you should definitely go to Summers, especially because they don't want you to make it there. Would you like to hear the whole story again? No, sir. Well, Summers is located across the ocean. Take my helicopter. Open the door to my heliport. You have to push the stuffed bear in front of the other door to open the obvious secret panel on the wall. You must go on! Ness! This is your destiny. Paula, it's time we said goodbye. Take care. Alright. Redemption arc for Mr. Geldegarde Monotoli. And now... I was sure we'd get a photograph here. The helicopter took off without us. Oh, I know why. I was like, why would it take off without us? It's because fucking Pokey is taking it, isn't he? Ness, you pinheaded idiot. You're just a half step too slow. I'm getting out of here. Since Monotoli has become a plain old man again, I have no more use for him. This helicopter will really come in handy. Looks like you're the world-class loser again. Damn it, Pokey. Pokey took the helicopter. Hope he's okay. And it's good of Mr. Geldegarde Monotoli to care about that. Paula. Ooh. I was a little dizzy, but now I'm okay. To get to Summers, we need to go back to Threed. Yep. Somehow I know that's where we must go. Wow, you guys did a lot while I was in the bathroom. I want to get to Threed as soon as possible. We can take you to Threed on our tour bus. Look at the bus, wait for you just outside the building. Although, we could actually just teleport, but come on, these are our friends. You should accept the kind offers of your friends. Not just because they benefit you, but because people like to be kind. So you give people a chance to be kind, they enjoy it. Now you've been kind to them. Hello, how are you? This is Apple Kid. I think I'm a real genius. In fact, I know I'm a genius. Why? Well, I've discovered the primary enemy of you and all of humanity. We have to fight and defeat this being. To do so, we need to invent a machine called the Phase Distorter. I've got to find the wandering scientist, Dr. Andonuts, make the distorter so I may be gone for a while. Later. Click. If you'd stay on the line for a minute, Apple Kid, we could probably give you some advice. Are you a friend of the Runaway Five? Would an autograph be asking for too much? No, of course not. They love... I don't mean your autograph, silly. We're not going to do the other route. Like picking yes, because I don't want to take the elevator again. I want to wrap up. I can't remember if there's a phone on the way out. If there's a phone on the way out of the building, we won't go to 3. There's a phone. We'll save the trip back to 3 for next time. Ness picked up the receiver. Let's give Dad a call. Let's give Mom a call to let her know that we're back from Moonside. Hello? Hello? Is that you, Ness? I can hardly hear you. Weird. I don't know why I replayed the Moonside dialogue. Let's call Dad. Ness? It's your dad? Hi, Ed. Why does he say, it's your dad, when it's Ness calling him? I deposited $16,125 in your bank account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $47,600 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, 9,175. Paula, 11,126. And Jeffa, 2,311. Anyway, what do you need from me? Well, record our deeds. All done. Your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. Created record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. We're shutting down. We're going to sleep, Dad. We're a great team, aren't we? Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset. All right? Sure thing, Pa. All right. Sweet. Exactly what I hoped to accomplish today, accomplished. In a reasonable time frame. There was a regular length stream, but not an extreme length stream. Just starting to get hungry. It's just turning supper time. It's still beautiful out. Danielle and I have a free Saturday evening ahead of us. Yeah, seriously. And it's all just allowance that his dad gives him, based on a general intuition of how many violent altercations he's won recently, and how relatively difficult they were. My allowance was never that generous. Okay. Good stuff. This is great. I had fun. Hope you had fun. Okay. So where do we go from here? Tomorrow, Maniac Mansion. I'm calling my shot right now. I'm going to fire up Maniac Mansion. I'm going to load the save game that I made immediately after calling the Meteor Police and getting the Meteor arrested. Yeah, like, to be fair to my parents, I didn't, like, save the world or anything, like, that would really warranted a bump in my allowance. Yeah, in Maniac Mansion, I'm going to load that save from immediately after I got the Meteor Police arrested, which was about 90 minutes from the end of the last session. I'm going to load that save, and I'm predicting that within 5 seconds I would beat the game. That might not be true, but I think it's going to be true. I think I'm going to feel kind of silly about the thing that I overlooked previously. If that turns out to be correct, we'll start over with different teenagers and see if we can find a different route to beating Maniac Mansion. I have some thoughts about what other characters might do. I think we'll bring the writer for sure. Maybe also the photographer, I don't know. And then, this Wednesday, Greg, my compatriot, should be over here, and we should be playing... It's right here. Rushing Beat X, Return of Brawl Brothers, which I'm excited to find out about. I'm willing to predict it's yet another modern beat-em-up that uses the very familiar combo counter beat-em-up system while having a bit of Brawl Brothers flavor, which is kind of just like Final Fight knockoff flavor. I'm open-minded. We'll find out together. And then, next Friday, as far as I know, it's Friday Night Frosthaven, and I want to believe 4-player campaign again. Although, if we are a 4-player campaign again, it will specifically, at least for now, be for an outpost phase. We're mostly just hanging out while I read some text, make a few decisions. Nonetheless, looking forward to it. And then, before you know it, it's going to be Saturday again. We're going to be playing EarthBound. We're going back to Threed as part of our trip to Summers, and somewhere in there, maybe I'll teleport over to Winters so we can get to that one place with the pencil eraser and find out what's waiting just beyond there. Is it a side thing, or was there at some point the game going to send us back to Winters so we need it? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, also there's your sanctuary location in Winters, right? Yeah, Stonehenge. I think Stonehenge was a sanctuary location. There's lots to do. Threed, Winters, Summers. We're doing the tour next time. So hey, sweet. That's it, that's all. That's all there is. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, we're hitting the road together. Take care of yourselves. And be kind.